Hey, Weather Shield, Jim here. We're going to continue talking about getting better every day. And the core behavior that I'd like to focus on today is absolutely one of my favorites, and that is edit your life frequently. I've done quite a bit of public speaking in more of a formal context, right? So Bible teaching and speaking to large groups. And typically in those situations, you want to be very well prepared for what you're going to say. So you're writing out the talk that you want to give, and then you're either memorizing it or you're just really knowing it cold so that you can deliver it really well with impact smoothly. What I have learned by doing a lot of this is the magic is in the editing. So you write something out, you write out the content that you think you want to deliver, and then you go back and you look at it and you edit it, and you find a better turn of phrase, you find a better way to say something, you find a better example, you clean it up, you make it more powerful, you get rid of needless things and you add in more important, impactful things. So the editing process is really what takes a talk from being okay to being great. It's that polishing and editing that makes the difference. Think about that in terms of your own life. See, I think most people just kind of sleepwalk through life. They just kind of like float along in the current of life, and they don't really stop to look at it and examine it and say, what needs to be cleaned up? What needs to be added in? What needs to be taken away? What needs to be polished? They don't take that editing process and think about it or apply it in terms of their life. They just kind of close their eyes and march along. You know, you think about the movie Groundhog Day from, I don't know, years ago, decades ago now, where the guy gets up every day and he just lives the same day over and over and over again. I think there are a lot of people who functionally live in Groundhog Day. They never stop to look at what they wrote, to look at the book of their life and give it a critical eye and say, what needs to go? What needs to be added in? What could I do differently that's better? They never edit their life. They just live in that repetitive Groundhog Day. I want to challenge you that you can do better than that. There are new thoughts, new ideas, new behaviors that need to be added in, that need to be edited into the book of your life. And I'm certain there are plenty of things, if your life is like mine, that should be edited out, that should be erased or deleted. And I believe this editing process is not something you just do once. I think it is something that you need to do continuously. Examine your life. Look at the things that are good that you want to build on, and the things that are bad, not as good, that you want to eliminate. And I can tell you, knowing what to eliminate is every bit as important as knowing what to add in. So, my challenge to you this week is to simply reflect on your life. And what is it that you want to add into the story of your life? And what is it that you want to write out of the script of your life so that you can be better tomorrow than you are today?